Hello everyone and welcome back. Since the first tip video that I made about Rising Storm 2 was so successful, I decided to make a part 2. So guys, thank you for watching and enjoy. When you run out of ammunition with your primary weapon, you switch to your pistol. But sometimes the switching animation takes too long and you die before shooting with your pistol. But if you're willing to sacrifice your primary weapon by dropping it into the ground by pressing backspace, you will have your pistol without waiting for the animation. Basically, you have immediately another weapon. This sometimes can save your life. In order to boost the chance of winning as an American, you want to destroy the Vietnamese tunnels. Those tunnels serve as a spawn point. In order to destroy them, you want to use explosives, a flamethrower, or go right next to them and pressing F. Take in mind that when you're next to the tunnel, the enemies can't spawn. A simple way to make easy points is to go next to other players or other squad mates that need ammunition and press F. This will give you points and requires no skill whatsoever, and you will help your teammates. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you get shot multiple times but you're still fine? No bleeding is triggered, your health seems to be fine. This happens when the enemy hit your arms or your legs. In Rising Storm 2, hitting the arms or legs deal extremely low damage. It's important to remember also when you shoot enemies. Before throwing a grenade, always check in your map if there are teammates in the location you want to throw the grenade. Also remember you have the normal throw by pressing the left mouse button, but also if you press the middle mouse button you will lob a grenade, which is a different throw which is more useful if the enemies are close to you. As a commander, it's better if your squad leaders put down the marks for you on the map, because also you have to stay close to the radio when you call recon, you can't just move around, otherwise the recon won't work anymore. But sometimes the squad leaders either put bad marks or don't put marks at all. If this happens, remember that you can put down the marks yourself. Another tip is to look up for clues of enemy activity. And one that players seem to never use is shadows of other players. In some situations you can see the shadows before you see other players. So take that to your advantage and you will see great results. A way to take by surprise many Vietnamese players is to run around the tunnels as a US soldier. By doing so with your secondary weapon, sometimes you will catch the enemy off guard, and sometimes you can also catch a commander trying to call artillery through the radio. When you're getting shot and you don't know from where and you don't have any cover next to you, you can just try to lay down. By laying down, sometimes the enemy will lose visibility of your character and you're safe. Or even if they still have visibility, by reducing your hitbox, you increase your chance of surviving and you can buy some time for your teammates to kill the guy that is shooting you. Even if you're not the best at shooting games, even if you don't have the best reflexes, even if you don't have the best accuracy, one thing that can make you get a lot of kills without any huge skill required is to find good hiding spots, good positioning. So as you play the maps, learn as many spots as you can. And this alone can make you a better player than players that just run around without knowing what they're doing. As an American, always try to disarm the enemy traps. You can't imagine how many times I spot a trap, I go to disarm it, and a teammate next to me just ran in front of me and trigger the traps and we both die. Always be careful, because not only you can save your teammate's life, but you also get points by disarming a trap. As Vietnamese, when a tunnel is available, use it to go around. It's very important, guys. I see many players that completely ignore tunnels. It's a big advantage for the Vietnamese. You can't be spotted. You have the advantage of taking the enemy by surprise, and you don't risk getting sniped when you try to go into the objective. So even though it seems like an obvious tip, many players still ignore tunnels. As a marksman, if an enemy pop-ups in front of you and you don't have the time to switch to a secondary weapon, you can press X to switch between the scope and the iron sights. This can be useful, but some marksman rifles like the Dragunov take away too much visibility. If you see a recon plane in the air, you can shoot it down even with a bolt action rifle, so remember to lead your shots a little bit and you can take it down pretty easily. If you're playing as US and you're deciding which team to join, if you see a squad leader, someone with a marksman role, immediately go to another team, because the team leader is supposed to be in the front line helping you to respawn. A marksman is always far away from the fight and it's not really a good role for the squad leader. So guys, thank you very much for watching. That's it for the 15 tips part 2. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you on the next one.